friend of Echo? Good. What's your name? Oh, I know who you are. Yes, you arrived here yesterday. Good, perfect. When was the last time you washed your face? No offense, it's just, you need a new mask, right? Okay, so in that case, yeah, we're gonna need to clean you up. Are you planning on staying longer with us, or is this just like a short visit? It's important. It kind of depends on what material I use for you. Yeah, if it's supposed to be like something that lasts multiple fights, or maybe just one. I mean, you look pretty strong, so I don't think I have to worry about that. But still, you don't know yet? Okay. Well, in that case, we're still gonna have to clean your face though. So, do you have any allergies or something? Okay. In that case, I'll just use this cloth, and then we're gonna use this paste. Yeah, I'm a bit nervous with you looking at me. It's okay. I have to practice. Okay, so we're just gonna cover this like so. Okay, perfect. Where are you from anyway? Oh, really? Why have I never seen you? Okay. I didn't mean to be nosy. I just wanted to, start a conversation. I'm new to this, Usually I just kind of sit here and talk to the people I know. But, I'm sure we could be friends, right? Okay. So, close your eyes. Okay, fully close them. I need to get rid of everything that's on here. You look like you've been in quite a fight. So, okay. Have you thought about a design that you would like? Anything in particular or anything? No? Okay. Okay, let me just get in the corner here. Yeah, I have a few designs ready based on what we've made before, and also some improvements as to what we can do in the future. Yeah. Okay. Hold still for me, please. Don't move. Okay. You have a lot on your ears as well. Okay. Okay. Now keep your eyes closed just in case. Good. Thank you. Perfect. We need a even surface and also just a clean surface to apply the mask. I'm actually gonna have to make the taste for it first, but I'm sure you have time, right? I mean, it's late. You're probably gonna go to sleep after this. Good. Okay. So, it was quite a busy day, huh? Yeah. You don't have to tell me about it if you don't want to. That's okay. Again, I just like starting conversation. Trying to get out of my comfort zone, you know? Okay. Yeah, Echo's been telling me I spend a lot of time repairing things and like making things look good. But he says it would probably do me good to, you know, do small talk stuff. But it's a learning process, so. Okay, I think that looks good. Okay, so I'm just going to. Okay, does your skin feel okay? Not too harsh, the product or anything? Okay. I do have another face cloth here if you don't want to rub your face again or something. Okay. So, let's see. Would you like to see the designs first? Okay. So, I have them in this book here. There. And you're sure that you have no preference at all? I ask because some of us do have a very distinct mask, which kind of is, I suppose, based on some of their favorite things, or maybe it's just supposed to make them look more badass or something. I don't know. No preference at all. Okay. Well, I can show you what we have here. Some of these designs were kind of altered, and some of them are not even really in use yet. But as you can see here, these are two of the ones you've probably seen already. This was based on Echo's mask, and this is Scar's mask. As you can see, we can not only add the base like gray shade, but we can also add in some gold or maybe like a black or like a dark kind of like a maroon shade or something. Yeah, I mean they look really cool and everything, but I also feel like there's some sort of like, I don't know, like an elegance to them. I really like them. I like making them. So, like, say out of these two, which one would you prefer? Yeah, I feel like that would suit your face. We of course want the design to be nice and snug, but also not too tight or too uncomfortable. We also have these. They're not in use yet, so we could do something based on these. This one has more of a kind of like half mask kind of thing going on, which for anonymity purposes probably isn't too good. And this lower one has like this long beak, which actually is a little bit unpractical. Yeah, but it looks cool. So depending on what you prefer, but I would definitely pick something that's kind of like in this range. Yeah, maybe like some scary teeth, but also with the black eyes from the Echo version, and also maybe add a little more gold if you like. Yeah, I think that may look pretty nice. Actually, let's just draw this down real quick. So, I'm just gonna go by your face shape and then kind of add more here, add more into that corner too, and kind of hollow that bit out. Okay. Yeah, I think that would work. So we're going to use this as a base, and we can always file it a little bit, or we can, you know, add some things that you might like. Yeah, would you like the mask to be tied around this way, or maybe like this, or maybe just kind of attached to the skin, although that's a little bit painful sometimes? Okay. Yeah, we can test multiple ways out later on. That's completely fine. So, I have my paper here and my pen. Let me put these away. I don't need these right now. So, I've got my pen and paper, and then I have my measuring tape, which I will use to measure your entire face. Okay, I don't really have to go around the back because, you know, we have the cord at the back, which we can just alter however we want it to be. But I will be measuring pretty much from the top of your forehead to your chin, from cheek to cheek, all that good stuff. Would you like to cover your ears as well? Partially, maybe? Okay, so if you don't mind me, I'm gonna get a bit closer and just inspect your skin to see how sensitive it is, and also if we might want to change the paste a little bit depending on what would suit you best. But I feel like this is actually looking okay, I think. Right, can you lift up your chin for me? Okay. Let me just quickly test for sensitivity here. Does this hurt? No? How about this? It's okay. What about here? Okay. No? What about there? No? Okay. Good. In that case, I think we can just start. So, what I'm going to measure first is the inner corner of this eye to the inner corner of this eye. Okay? Good. So, I'll take measuring tape here, and then we want to, nope, that's the wrong side. There we go. Let's see if this would work here. Okay, perfect. And then I'm going to measure the outer corner of the eye to the inner corner on both sides. Hold still for me, please. Good. Okay. And then we're going to go from the outer corner of the eye to the temples. Okay. On both sides. Okay. We'll leave a bit of room there just to make it more comfortable. Okay? Good. Okay, so then I want to measure between the lid and the eyebrow. Okay. The inner and outer corner. And on this side as well. Okay. Perfect. We're going to do the bridge of your nose. also from one side of the nose down here to the other side. Okay, perfect. Perfect. And then I want to measure from the sides of your nose to the side of your cheek on both sides. Okay. Good. Other side. Okay. And I'm also going to go from the tip of your nose right up to your forehead. Get your hair out of the way here. You have very beautiful hair, but I need it out of the way. Okay. Perfect. And then I want to measure your forehead from one side to the other. So I'm basically going by the temples here. Just keeps on twisting. Okay. Good. Okay. And then also from up here to the eyebrow, other side. Perfect. Okay. And then I want to go from underneath your eye down to the jaw. Both sides. Okay. We also want to see what kind of curvature that is. Okay. Okay, I'm going to measure the width of your mouth. Okay. And upper lip to lower lip. Just relax the lips, okay? And then I'm going to measure the outer part of your lip, going up to the ear. Okay. Good. And this side. Okay. Right. I'm going to measure your ears as well. So we're just going to measure like the middle and on the side. Okay, that looks pretty even. And we're going to go from the lower lip to your chin. Perfect. Okay, then from underneath your ears, where the jawline begins here, down to the chin. Okay, and the other side. Okay, perfect. And then crossing your nose, I'm just going to go from one side to the other. Perfect. And up here. Okay. And then from the forehead to your chin. There we go. Okay, perfect. So that's looking good. So I will take this into the other room when I finish filing everything and putting everything together. By the way, That's so rude of me. I'd never asked you if you wanted a drink or anything. You're okay. Okay, good. Okay, let's see. I think we can start mixing the actual paste, for which I'm actually gonna use this here. And then I want to crush up some leaves and add some of the stone art. Okay. Good. So we want to take these leaves here and we just crush them up. As best we can. Let them drop in there. Yeah, it smells really good. We actually also use this for soup. Yeah. This part of the mask you could technically eat, but definitely not all the parts, so definitely not recommend you do that. Okay. And the final one. Perfect. This piece I think is still too big. There we go. And then we want to take this paste and some oil. If I knew where it was, I think I need to go get it. I'll be right back. I found it. So we are actually going to shake this up first. Okay. And then we're going to add this to the leaves, just like so. And a few more. Okay. And then take some more of this paste. And then we just need a tiny amount, like so. Close that back up. It's always a tricky one to close. And then I want to gently mix this up. Okay. Create this paste here. Just want to stir everything up. Nope. There we go. And this will be applied to your face very generously. And then we just smooth it into a shape that we kind of want. And that should look really good already. The actual design we do later on. Okay. So, let me just... Okay, close your eyes. Good. Just want to evenly cover you. Good. as well. Perfect. Okay. I'll leave a little space open for your nose. Okay. So just everywhere. Good. Bridge of your nose and go around. Also cover your mouth. Good. And the chin, of course. Jawline. Okay. I think that should be it for now. Okay. Let's put this to the side. Okay. Right. And you just let that sit there for a little bit. Okay, like maybe 5 minutes or so, and then I'll be right back, okay? I'll bring you something new to drink. Good. Okay, I'll see you in a moment. Okay, so I'm just going to apply this liquid and see if it's done. Okay. If it's completely dry, that should not leave any discolorations. Let me just... Okay. Okay, that looks good. So, right. Can you breathe okay? You can just nod for me. Good. Okay. So I'm just gonna do some very, very quick filing on the outside parts. You don't have to worry that I get anywhere near your lips or your eyes or anything. This is just to give it a basic shape. Okay? So I'm just going to go in here. Over here as well. Just to give it a little bit of a depth. Okay. Perfect. Around the ears as well. Okay. Okay, and this side again. And up here too. Okay, perfect. So I will now try to take the mask off, okay? So it might be a little bit cold when I take it off, so don't worry. So let me just grab the sides here very gently, and you should feel it just lift off with ease. Okay, perfect. Okay, and just taking it with ease. Okay, perfect. We'll put that over here. So let's see, the outside is still easy to mold, so that's perfect. Okay, so your skin's feeling a little bit rough now, That's normal. Yeah, you do have a bit of a film on your skin now. Do you want me to get rid of it? Yeah? Okay. In that case, I think I'm going to use this brush first, and then we're just going to go in with another little face cloth. Okay. So just close your eyes. We're just going to gently go in with this brush here. Okay. Around your ears as well. Don't want you to feel uncomfortable or anything. So, good. Okay, around your chin. Good. Other ear as well. Good. Okay, so the dustier parts are gone. And then you can use this for the face cloth here. So let's just take this one and then apply some of this liquid here. Good. And then just very gently move over your face. Very gently. Okay. Perfect. I hope that feels okay. Good. A little bit around the ears. Okay. Perfect. So, you're pretty much done for now. I mean, I'm gonna do the rest of the designing, but that shouldn't be too exciting for you to watch. So, let's see. You're probably pretty tired, especially after a rough day. How about a little scalp massage? Yeah? Okay, perfect. So, let's get a bit closer. And you just close your eyes, relax, and when you feel too tired, you can use one of the beds in the room over there. Okay? Perfect. Oh, I'm sure if Echo has anything he wants to talk to you about, then he'll let you know. Sure. Oh yeah, they're tucked away as well. Yeah, everybody's safe and sound. Okay. Alright, so you relax, and here we go. Let me know if the pressure is okay.